I'm dissolving our marriage. I liquidated the company. I'm embarking on a new journey with someone else. Her voice echoed through my phone like white noise. Then she chuckled, and within me, something shifted, not shattered. Click. I stood in Mike's garage, clutching a beer, as my wife dismissed 15 years of my endeavors as if they were trifling matters. She spoke with pride, elation, liberation. Good for you. I replied, maintaining composure, even offering kindness. Mike remained oblivious to the call. No one was aware, but I believe they sensed the change in me. I lingered an hour more, shared some humor, drove home leisurely. Upon entering our house, she was there, still adorned as the adversary she'd transformed into. Arms crossed defiantly. That smug grin she'd donned whenever she thought she had triumphed. But when she noticed what was absent, her countenance flickered. Everything was gone. The safe, the titles, the hard drives. My silence had been laborious. She used to comment that I was too silent for my own advantage. I allowed her that perspective. We crossed paths when I was penniless and constructing something she couldn't comprehend. An efficiency-boosting logistics algorithm that shaved seconds into millions initially left her in disbelief, but financial rewards transformed her amusement into confidence she had always anticipated. I designated her as my partner legally and personally, granting her a fourth, made her the face of clients, and she reveled in the attention. Conversely, I enjoyed constructing things in quiet solitude. We achieved our first million before our second anniversary, purchased a lake house, had a daughter, and constructed an idyllic life that appeared flawless on photographs. However, the tranquility she once cherished transformed into a void she filled with hushed murmurs. I didn't discover her infidelity explicitly, but detected telltale signs such as hesitations, feigned laughter during phone conversations, erased messages with inconsistent timestamps, unattended business meetings, password changes, forgotten birthdays, and meticulously guarded communication devices. Nevertheless, I chose not to inquire but instead observed. Each deception was a frayed string. I tugged until the entire fabric unraveled, revealing her intentions to depart were not merely fleeting. She intended to betray me as she left. I didn't yell or beg. I just moved silently. I retrieved the patents from her ownership under a shell company I had established 3 years prior. She hadn't even bothered to read the original IP agreement. Too preoccupied, too busy. I redesigned the server structure, rerouted contracts, redistributed capital, all within legal boundaries. All quietly done. When she sold the business to her new lover, all that remained was a logo and faulty programming. She received $40,000 and a lawsuit. He got a cease and desist order. I obtained the company. In full control. The moment the paperwork reached her new apartment, we faced each other in the lawyer's office. She seemed smaller without the heels. Angry. Puzzled. You took everything behind my back, she accused. No, I replied. You gave it up when you stopped reading. You deceived me. I leaned closer. You believed I wouldn't think clearly due to my pain. That was your error. She wept then. Genuine tears. But not for me. For herself. After the custody agreement was finalized, I sold the apartment she left me. Purchased a smaller place near my daughter's school, quieter, more personal. Her car got repossessed when our shared business credit line failed. She attempted to use my name for refinancing, but my lawyer dealt with that. Her new partner abandoned her within weeks. Betrayal isn't a solid foundation for partnership, especially when the business we believed we had was merely a name. She begged once, neither dramatically nor in public. Showed up at the new house as if a stranger and knocked on the door. I miss her. You had her, I said. You chose something else. She looked around, noticing she didn't recognize the life she had abandoned. She sometimes asks about you. I tell her, she's trying to find herself. When we last spoke, she moved out of state for a sales job, still pursuing something more alluring. Every morning, I escort my daughter to school, prepare her meals, guide her through reading agreements, so she won't undervalue herself by signing. At nightfall, when tranquility drapes our home, I commune with the silence. It never frightened me, neither then nor now. It's the cradle of my creations. And in the quietness, I recall her merry laughter from that call, brash and unconcerned. It reverberates, yet it eventually wanes. I don't seek vengeful narratives. I've experienced mine. The most satisfying aspect? I never raised my voice. Instead, I elevated the game.